This video is going to be all about a strategy that is commonly overlooked when it comes to selling print on demand, and I'm guilty of it, all right? And I'll be the first person to tell you. It's going to focus specifically on Amazon merch, but it's still relevant even if you're not on Amazon merch. It's related to what product types we sell and specifically how we can research these product types specifically, because there may be different design styles, there may be specific niches that are more relevant due to the type of the product we're selling on, right? And I mean, if you're like me and you've only ever kind of optimized for standard t-shirts, number one, I don't blame you. If you've been subscribed to my channel, I mean, it's probably because of me, because that's literally what I do. But there's money to be made also elsewhere, and that's what we're going to focus on in this video. So let's get right to it. So the plan for today's video is first to explain why I'm making it. If you guys have never seen the admin back end of an Amazon merch account, this is where you create products for Amazon merch. Now you notice it's not like going to Printful where you have hundreds of products to choose from. In Amazon merch, you currently have 14 products. When I started, guess what you had? You had two. You had these two right here. That was it. Regardless of what you wanted to do, you could only sell those two products. Now they have since expanded to 14 products. We have the two t-shirts. One is called standard, one is called premium. The premium has a higher base cost, so you make more money selling the standard. They have the V-necks, the tank tops, long sleeves, raglans, sweatshirts, pullover hoodie and zip hoodie, pop socket grips, which I love, by the way, because I made one with my dogs on it and it sells all the time. On Amazon, people are like buying them. I mean, they don't know it's my dogs, whatever, but it sells all the time. It always makes me happy when it does. Pop socket grips, iPhone cases, Samsung cases, tote bags, and throw pillows. Okay. And they expanded it. When I started, it was only US market. Now, look at this. We have US market, then we have UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and Japan. In total, if you enable every product on every marketplace, every time you upload a design, you get 76 products from one design. So hopefully it's starting to make sense why there's a lot of money to be made. Now, you don't have to optimize for standard t-shirts. If you optimize for something like a phone case, you can do extremely well. I mentioned this in previous videos. I could not get the guy to agree to be on camera with me to do an interview, but I do know somebody who said he matched my numbers selling phone cases, basically. Like, he optimized for phone cases, and it just shows what's possible. You might be able to do that with pop sockets. I mean, tote bags, who knows what's possible? Throw pillows, I've never even considered that. But what I want to show you is that you can jump into Merch Dominator for your research tool, and they're actively building their database of all product types, not just standard t-shirts. So if you go over here to MBA and KDP, go to best sellers, the default view, and I don't fault them for this, is standard t-shirts, because that's what most people, including myself, want to see. But above my head, it says product, okay? By the way, you can switch marketplaces as well. I typically optimize for US market because it is the biggest, but product, you can switch it up. So we can literally look at hoodies and then just hit search. Okay, and now you can see what hoodies are trending right now. If you might have heard me say this recently, but it seems like there's been a lot of new submissions to Amazon merch, or new partnerships, I should say, with like colleges and even like professional sports leagues. So you're gonna have to be very careful with your niche selection. Just understand that, like, if you start uploading like Berkeley or Ferris State, you're probably gonna get in trouble. You know what I mean? So just be careful there. But you can, so right now, all of these are hoodies, okay? If I wanna know more, I can click. They give you some advanced metrics, by the way, here as well, like price history, BSR history, etc. Average BSR in the last 30 days, price point. You know, you can price hoodies cheap, like $29.99. You can price them high. You used to be able to price them at like 40 bucks. Then merch got tired of that and they said, no, price it down. So now they force us to price it at like $34.99, I think, or I think you can get away with $35.99. So yeah, so you can see like there's plenty of hoodies here to research. Sometimes there's going to be designs or even entire niches that do really well on a hoodie that don't do as well on a standard t-shirt that maybe you'd overlook. Okay. And don't overlook the fact that, like, oh, Mother's Day is coming. Well, yeah, enable all your products on hoodies. The V-neck shirt, by the way, the V-neck is female only. Okay, so fit type women is all that's available here, in case you didn't know that. So that would also make a great potential product to optimize for with Mother's Day around the corner. So we can come over here and say V-neck, optimize our search for just V-necks here. Happy and retired, row your vote. Like, you're going to see a lot more probably designs slanted towards women on the V-neck side, just given the fact that, again, it's only available in the female fit. So that's one example. Now, what about like the completely different product types? Obviously, t-shirts are apparel. Hoodies are not going to be that different. V-necks are not going to be that different. But what if we switch it up to, honestly, if I'm just being like completely transparent, I would probably go to like phone cases, just based on what I know from that guy who told me. And check it out. There is a lot of imitation when it comes to phone cases. They say success leaves clues, though. I mean, but this is basically just people copying each other. One thing to be aware of, by the way, while I'm on the subject, Amazon Merch's content policy has been updated consistently over time throughout the years. They do not want you describing like textures or effects of the print. And where you can really get in trouble with that is things like phone cases, like the all over print style stuff, the phone cases, pop sockets, tote bags, etc. So there are words like the word gold. I'm pretty sure the word gold is like not allowed. I'm like 99% sure the word neon is still not allowed. Like, do you guys get what I'm saying there? So if you're going to put this like cheetah leopard print, like do your research. Look at existing listings, not the design, the actual keywords that they got through, and see if there's like a keyword that you would have typed that's missing from a bunch of these bestsellers, because that's usually a good clue that that's a rejection word or a trigger word, as I call them. And they're a lot more common when you get to the all over print products, okay? But I mean, how easy was this? We sort by phone cases, and there's a very clear trend, you know, and a lot of people just imitating each other, if we're being honest. Also, if you can sell the phone cases on Amazon Merch, you could also sell it on Etsy, I'm sure. So definitely consider that. Okay, now you got New York Yankees logos on top of that. Yeah, definitely stay away from that unless you have the rights. Camo, etc. Let's go back up here one more time. Maybe we switch it up to, or maybe a couple more times. We'll go to pop sockets really quickly. Pop sockets go perfectly with the phone case, so it's not going to surprise me if we see the matching leopard print. Pop sockets, of course we don't see any. I'm sure they're out there though. Even just the one color pop socket. I mean, look at that. That's selling. So you got to give credit there. The light blue version. I guess if you just find a good hex code. Okay, and they definitely added some noise. You guys know what that is? Like in Photoshop, you can go to like image, fill, or I think it's just like image and then add noise. And it gives that like little grainy text. You put it at like maybe 4% opacity. And it just gives a little bit of a textured feel, look and feel. And you can put it right on top of a solid color. And it works like a charm. So I think that there's people doing that here in the pop sockets. I think the pop sockets, though, it's hard to sell it for more than $14.99. And at $14.99, I'll just show you, you're only making like $2.10 for every sale, okay? And it's going to be hard to price it above $14.99. That's basically where everybody's at. All right, one more before we wrap the video. Let's go to throw pillows. I just want to see what kind of throw pillows are selling. To the world, you are Baba. To our family, you are the world. Next one says 8th grade level complete. Next one says to my great grandmother. Next one, what the? It's a succulent one. I don't want to curse in the show on the channel. Next one, please don't sit on my bed with your outside clothes. Next one, Diet Coke kind of day. I don't know how they got that one through. I'd be careful. Next one is like a cool like AI painting of a dog. Next one, best Grammy ever. Be careful with the word Grammy, obviously. Next one's a granddaughter pillow. Next one just says Tampa. Okay, interesting. So I just wanted to see. Okay, I can't end the video without looking at tote bags. Like, what are the tote bag niches looking like? This says the Toast. Looks like a podcast tote bag. Retired librarian. There's one. Hey, librarian tote bags toting their books around. Makes sense. This one says date due, and it looks like receipts. That's kind of interesting. That would not make a good. This one right here would not make a good T-shirt design, but looks pretty cool on a tote bag. This one says my ball sack, and it's for balls of yarn. Also hilarious. So you get what I'm saying? That's actually a prime example of how, if you're looking and doing research specifically for a product type, like that design is not going to make sense on any other product except tote bags. But they put it on a tote bag, and it has a BSR of 169,000. It's one of the best sellers on Amazon Merch. There's a lot of tote bags on Amazon, by the way. So 169,000 is not like a super low BSR, but I'm sure they're locking in regular sales. And it has many reviews as well. We can actually open it up on Amazon. This already has 10 reviews. So doing really well. Guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Merch Dominators actively building their database, not just of standard t-shirts. And you already know I love them for finding emerging trends, but they're also looking at other product types and other marketplaces outside the US too. If that's something you want to optimize for, I told you my preference. I like to optimize for the US market. But anyways, I just wanted to share that today. Check out Merch Dominator. It's linked at the top of the description. And thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you soon with a new video.